Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Midday Money on a Monday, Monday, the 19th of May. Welcome on into the show. Hope everyone's doing all right today. Why wouldn't you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for popping in. Live, of course. If you're scrolling on the Twitter world, excellent. If you're watching on one of the YouTube channels, Winners and Whiners, Picks and Parlays, Sean Higgs, thank you. Twitter, at Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow there. Picked up 2 followers since I've been sad complaining that I've only picked up 2 in 2 weeks. So you got 2. Thank you. Good weekend. I'll take it. 2 followers. I'm in demand. iHeartRadio podcast after the fact. If you're watching, if you're listening afterwards, super, I appreciate it. And you should. You should. Why wouldn't you listen after the fact or subscribe? Anyway, thumbs up on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. Midday Money Live, Free Picks, Sean Shorties, Winners and Whiners, Free Picks with Dave Delano and Scott Reichel. I do some free picks on Picks and Parlays. The Shorties on the Sean Higgs. Well, follow them all. Cost you nothing to give it a follow. Let's get into it. 2 in 1 day yesterday. 1-1 in the Major League Baseball picks for me on the sites. I did have a WNBA winner. I'm a WNBA pro. Undefeated WNBA picks, by the way. That's how we're rolling. That's how things are going. Baseball's on a nice little heater, 23-10, 70% or something like that of late. We will take it. And it was just a matter of time before we started clicking a little bit. King D's in the house. First comment from my guy King D. Welcome. And there's Winners and Whiners. Give it a follow. Picks and Parlay, Sean Higgs. Follow them all. Free picks in the chat. Scrolling. Twittered up. Let's go. 94 and 90 here in the video. Up a little bit. And again, we're on good runs. I think like a 15-5, 18-7, 23-10, 24-11. So baseball's turning the corner here the last week and a half. 139 and 148 minus 724 on the year. So 9 games under, down 7. Makes sense to me. Not down more than $1 a game because most of the time we're at plus money stuff here. Let's go. Free picks. Again, we're a little plus money in the free picks. The free picks are a little different than the premiums at times. Although some days you get a lot of – when I have premiums up, I got 5 premiums today. I got a 3-pack. Some of them are right here for you to have this afternoon here on the show. Reds minus 115. The Twins minus 135. The Orioles over the 9. St. Louis, we're going run line plus 135. San Fran under the 7.5. I got this on the site at 7. So actually, I do have a 7.5 there. It was actually a 7 in some spots last night. So better number this morning. I tried to use the consensus that random one-off for the numbers. Arizona here, my guy P. Fatty. I like him plus 125. NBA 65 and 60 in the video plus 340. Timberwolves plus 7.5. Pacers plus 4.5 when the games begin. Figured I'd throw them out here now early. There you go. No Ruby props today. 63, 102 plus almost $1,700. A couple ones I was looking at for Ribos. Our guy Eric was asking about the Angels and the A's one, and I was like, you know what? I could make an argument for a couple there. Obviously, the Phillies would probably be looked to a spot. You're in Colorado. But honestly, and I just didn't want to jump into putting out a 6, 8, or 10 pack of Ruby props in the Orioles and the Brewers. We could skip a game. Not going to hurt us. We could hit a lot. We could have a great day. We could have a bad day. I'm concentrating on the sides and totals today. We'll see how we do. Tim Rose in the house. Here we go. College baseball, my guy. Conference tournaments. Vanderbilt to win the SEC. Duke the ACC. Charlotte the AAC. Now, Tim was in here with me for a while. I do not know for sure. I am hoping, and I think I saw it posted, he did have a bunch of who to win props or who to win the conferences in college baseball. I do not know what these odds are. I don't think Tim would be giving out crazy favorites. By crazy, I mean 190s or more. King D, how's it going? Missed a few of the shows. Oh, getting ready for football, kids last week of school. Yeah, so we had a graduation yesterday. My son's high school class, they graduated yesterday afternoon. That's it. He's done. He's officially a high school graduate. And football, I'll be doing a look at the lines this week. Printed out the lines. I'll see if they've moved since the opening numbers. There will be a look at lines this week. Another reason to put the notification bell on. JK's in the house. Ryan Payne says, Pacers in 6. The Knicks got lucky with the Tatum injury and they're missing 1 million threes. I am no Knick lover. I don't love the Knicks. I mean, they were up 2-0. It was 2-1. They were on their way to 3-1 when Tatum got hurt. Now, I got to give the Knicks a little credit for their defense. I mean, yeah, Celtics couldn't make a shot. Is that part Celtics, part Knicks? Probably a little bit of both. Pacers got them last year. Brunson a little banged up last year. Doesn't look banged up this year. Should be a good series. Now, I'm not going to go crazy Mr. Numbers, our guy, and say the Knicks have the best starting five in all of MLB, all of NBA. That's never coming out of my mouth, and that's one of the reasons why I can't follow them until at least the All-Star break in baseball. I think the Pacers are an underrated team. That being said, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Indiana, and the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks are the only big media market left. Will I be shocked if the Knicks win in 6 or 7? No. Do I need the Knicks to win this like I need a bag on my hip because of Mr. Numbers. But we've seen crazier things. Pacers in 6. Thunder's sweep. Now, I think this is partially your Denver fandom coming out. May not lose another game. This team still has problems scoring, to me. I think Minnesota plays a little defense. I think both of these games will be 6 or 7 game series. WNBA's here 1-0. Fever under 169.5 on Saturday. I had a rare WNBA. So rare I haven't. It's the first one I think I ever put out in my life, and it won. Should the NFL ban the tush push? No. Shout out to the Panthers. Moneyline never in doubt. Florida. I mean, Florida's a good team. I didn't look at the hockey. Hockey and the NBA have not treated me well the last month. Have been running to bet it, and baseball has been taking off since I've got rid of NBA and hockey off my plate. So Robbie Ray. I like me some Robbie Ray. Anyone have the Angels sweeping the Dodgers? No way. No way the Dodgers lose again. By the way, the Dodgers. This is what I talk about the betting teams. Like, oh, look at this. We're 29 and 18. 11 games over 500, Tim. Minus 120 on the year. 29 and 18. 11 games over. Like, right? This is what we say about people in the gambling community. Look at this. 29 and 18, Ron. Crush it. Look at this. Yeah, you're down. You're down. I mean, I have a sub 500 record, and I'm literally down 5 games. And I'd be up being 9 games under. Different ways to attack it. Pen out yesterday. OKC, I wrote it down. OKC, first quarter loser, first half winner, full game winner, double-digit winner. Good call. You're not bad. You got what? One out of 4 here in the proverbial broken clock is correct. You got that series. The only one you got. The only one you got, Marcos. Come on. I'll give you the win there. I mean, good call, Marcos. Golden State. Knicks never win again. Who's the other one you had? I mean, Lakers, Bucks. What are we doing here? Come on. OKC in 5. Marcos, pen is out. Marcos, OKC 5. OKC win it all. Done. Odds for the college tournaments out tonight or tomorrow. 7-1 to win it all. So they win this series 4-1 and sweep East team. And here we go. Mr. Nika. Where is Mr. Nika? Aggies will win the SEC. Ryan Page. Here comes the homers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was like, man, he's a high school graduate. It makes you feel a little old. Like I remember coming home with him in the car ride home in the baby seat. Crazy. Aggies will go from number 1 preseason to missing the tournament entirely. Aggies are done, he says. Greg says, Sean, would you go with the Dodgers Ribbies tonight versus P. Fatty? I didn't look at any Dodger Ribby props. I know they've hit P. Fatty pretty well. Betts is hitting 400 versus him. Conforto has 2 home runs and 9 at-bats. Freeman 380. Who else? Kiki Hernandez is 3 for 8, 375 with a home run. You could find some probably value there. I mean, Ohtani has, 1 for 9 versus the guy. I think there would be value. Again, I didn't look at any of this. I'll pull up some MLB right now there for you, Greg, with the Ribbies. Batter props. RBI. So here we go right off the bat. The Ohtani one. 1 RBI from Navaribbi is even money. This is where I'd go. If you think Ohtani gets a Ribby, why not just do 2? That might hit a home run, 360. Freddie Freeman for Ribby's 135. I'm not going to say no to a plus 135 for Freddie Freeman. Andy Pages, I like that cat. 165. I would do a Pages. I would grab the Conforto at plus 190. He obviously sees the ball well versus B Fatty. 190 is worth a shot. Oh, is Tommy Edman back? Seeing the lineup today? I mean, I like to grab my lower order kind of guys. What do we got here? Let's see. Expected Otani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Edman. Edman back in the lineup. I would do Edman, Pages, Conforto. You're going to give me 6, 7, 8 in the lineup? That's where I would look. That's where I would look. And the same I would look over to the Padres. I mean, Suarez just hits the home runs. Pavin Smith's the guy I like. You know, Gabe Moreno, Perdomo. I like at the bottom of the order as well in there if you like any Arizona guys. But for the Dodgers, Edman 190, Conforto 190, Pages 165. That's where I would be. Jason, good to see you. Somebody out of the West, OKC is giving. I thought OKC from beginning of the year. That was kind of like my pick. Now, last year I liked Minnesota. Now, is this Minnesota's year? I don't know. He's really good, Edwards. Storm to win and the Storm under. This got to be the WNBA. Dodgers over, yes. Against Arizona, I did. I mentioned some of those Ruby props. Aggies will come alive right at the right time. Yeah. Lane's in the house. Good afternoon to you also. I'll have right now the Brew Crew. I was looking at Boston under 9 game total, but it's not there yet. Yeah, that would be like a Boston lean just because you got the Mets off the Yankee game last night. And it's kind of like autoplay. I'll go to the home team. I mean, not a crazy travel from New York to Boston. I mean, would it hop a flight for 45 minutes? And yeah, the Brew Crew, what are we doing with the Orioles? Lost 6 in a row. 6 in a row. A lot of losing streaks going. Dodgers 3 in a row. San Fran's won 3 in a row. Baltimore's lost 6 in a row. Cleveland has lost 4 in a row. A's lost 5 in a row. Against the Angels, we've won 3 in a row. I could have had like 11, 12 games today. OKC to go 7. I think it goes 7. I won't be shocked. All right, says, you know, Jeff Kent's son, Kadeem Kent, is the leadoff hitter for the Aggies. Is he really? Caden? That'd be a Caden. Jeff Kent should be in the Hall of Fame, except he's mean and wasn't friendly to beat writers who were picked last for their baseball teams. Hall of Famer, Jeff Kent. Yeah, why isn't he in the Hall of Fame? Exactly. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Good morning, Extended Line Markel. Going to take a stab at the Brew Crew -3. Here we go. I made a joke, Extended Line Markel, and here he is -3.5. Thank you for making me look good. Is the WNBA League betting on the show? You know, JK, I do throw a player prop out on the Sean Higgs YouTube there, if you see in the posts. If you're interested in that. You could check that out. But I'm sure there's other spots for the WNBA. Although if I find something, again, I was saying this earlier, WNBA, hockey, regular NBA, tennis, kind of things. If I think of something, I'll try to learn a little more about a sport. We had a winner the other day. What's up, my brother from another mother? You never know. Good luck, Stop. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Can't say Sushi's in the house. Don't get your pen out. I'm taking Timberwolves over the Sonics series in the first game. I like what you did there. Seattle Supersonics. Where's Gary Payton and Sean Kemp should be in the arena today. Michael B is in the house. Extend the line Martello. He's laughing. I said, hey, extend the line Martello. He comes in with a -3.5 run line. Mike lost Sunday. Caught the Giants live in the late innings, 2-1. Better than a bunch of losers. You're Giants. The Giants. I like Robbie Ray. I'm glad he's looking good. Finished been watching Entourage the past month. You're the Vincent Chase of Sports Podcast. Who's the first one that wants to invest in sports cards? My Ari Colt is coming out to save you money. Listen, I love Entourage. I got Johnny Drama hanging. I met Turtle and E and Vince in person in Vegas. Seth Green, got a photo with him as well. Ari was not friendly. Jeremy Piven, he was off to the side. And listen, I was harassed. I might have had a few drinks at the Pink Taco. They might have had 48-ounce margaritas back in the day at the Hard Rock. We just showed. I didn't even know they were filming. We just walked in. I almost fell down the stairs. They had this big light. I walked into his. We're walking in. They have lights and all this kind of crap going on filming there. I was pumped up because I watched Entourage. My wife sort of knew it at the time. I was with my buddy Mark and his wife. They had no idea what Entourage was. And Jeremy Piven, so we go, whatever. I'm all excited they're filming. We go to eat. We come out. Now I'm kind of tuned up, right? Couple margaritas. I'm already, I could be a little entertaining. I don't know. You see my act in here. I'm yelling at Jeremy Piven. I'm talking about Lucas squishing oranges under his arms. I'm asking him if he flew helicopters in Black Hawk Down. I'm bringing up just the most bizarre movies. PCU that he's in. Heat. I said, you were in Heat for 30 seconds. Did you get Al Pacino's autograph? Or Robert De Niro's autograph? Val Kilmer? I'm just saying all random stuff to him. He was not happy. Security actually came over. And because I was yelling stuff, I waited till the scenes were over. I got my photo with Turtle. I didn't get one with E there, and Vince was kind of off to the side. And I'm just talking to them, and they're laughing, and I'm loud. Security comes over, and they're like, listen, they're going to have you escorted out of here because you're making people laugh. It's got to be like a natural walk through the casino. Come on, Jeremy Piven. Be that guy. And so I had my son watch Entourage because he knows I watched it. I quoted. So he watched it. And I said, did you ever learn anything from Entourage? I said, Ari, as much as the guy got crap, he is the best guy in the whole show. And if you think it's back to some of his scenes, forget about it. He always says mean things. Whatever. But what he says to Turtle, when he's like, Turtle, I can give my son whatever. He's like, I can't do that. Like you're in easy street with Vince. You want to do something, you have to be able to perform. They don't think you can do it. They want to know that you can do it. Maybe. It's not maybe. You got to, come up with a plan. He gave Turtle really good advice. When, even in the beginning episodes, I think it was season 2, the Aquaman, where Vince is all distraught over Mandy Moore, he's like, listen. He has this little thing. He's like, waves with my flag. He's like, you're his best friend. He's like, I don't know what any of my friends are doing from high school. He's like, he's going to need you. He was really a caring character through his, I guess, bulldogish. However we want to word how he was as a businessman. He gave good advice. Turtle was just kind of fell into his money. Drama, as much as I love Drama, Drama's a freeloading scumbag. He was. And he's he was all right, I guess, but clearly Ari was the show. Did you finish? Really, it took you that long to watch? It was out for 25 years. Pounded. JK, you've watched Entourage? I don't know. That's why I like Entourage. There's my Entourage rant. People want to rant, you just got one. You got a little Entourage. Stop Joe's coming in with the Mets over the Red Sox. Twinkies today. All right. I mean, I don't mind the Twins. You see them here in the chat as well, minus the 135 versus Cleveland. Brew Crew against the Orioles, who have dropped 6 in a row. The Reds, who have won 4 in a row, versus the Pirates, who have dropped 3 straight. I get it. The Giants with Robbie Ray. I'm not going to say no to a Robbie Ray show. Diamondbacks team total over versus the Knack. Looks good. Jason, Indiana versus OKC or the Wolves? Indiana versus somebody, I guess, then. You like Indiana for sure. Stop Joe, it's a parlay. Seattle and the Phillies. Seattle's won 3 in a row. Just swept St. Diego. Now you got the lowly White Sox, who dropped 4 straight. I mean, is it wrong I want to take Chicago here, plus 165? Are the M's back? Are the M's do hit on the road, though, so there is that. There is that. But even that, I mean, 120 as a road favorite. 120 as the road favorite as a run line. Listen, you're going to parlay it up for a little plus money. That'll be fine. PGA. You saw that on the PGA. Oh, that's it. JK's on the show, and he's a member over there on the channel, so he's got some PGA. I don't know if that was in the VIP over there or just on the page there. I do post stuff over there. I don't think people even pay attention to a lot of the things I post over there, JK, to be honest. But yeah, we had a nice some PGA. We'll take it. Michael B says, 1 bet so far on the Giants with Robbie Ray. 9 when Robbie Ray starts. Bullpen's in good shape. They have the advantage. I like Robbie. I'm a Robbie Ray guy. I mean, I like Bubik, but the Kansas City offense is non-existent without Bobby Witt. Ramos, total bases, 400 last month. He's good. I like Ramos. Stop Gio says, with a couple marks in him, yeah. Never been to Vegas. Come on out. I'll be there twice this summer. I'm going in July and in August. Actually, just got a text from a guy. Where is it at? Hey, Sean. Any changes for your reservations? Lock in my info directly and contact me. It's with you on arrival. VIP host. Circa. I could be agreeing with your NBA. I'll be on the Pacers and Wolves most of the games. I think both have a good chance to advance. If I'm going to be getting points, I'm taking these teams. I will take them on the road. I think they could steal one. If they don't steal one, you're telling me they're not going to cover a game? I don't. And this is what's different for me than other people, Mike. And you've been here for a while. I will take my shots in these kind of spots here, thinking I'm going to get 6 games. I'm not thinking of it as just 1 game. It's not 1 game for the NBA conference finals to me. I got a 6 spot in my head. I'm thinking the road team's going to get a game out of the first 3 here, right? We're gonna get 2 in a row. Whether they split here at home, they do ever do it their home. They come here for a game 5. I think they could take a road game. If it's a first road game, I don't even have to do the second road game. I'm already ahead. I could go for less. I don't think these are sweeps by any stretch of the imagination. Watch and see if Baltimore – this got to be Orioles. Hold on a second. Where's Gary? Orioles might win away from home. I think there are player office issues with them. Someone claims one ball in Boston. We'll get back to the Boston thing in a second. But the Orioles, I don't know. The offense, a lot of hits, a lot of hitters, a lot of bats. The pitching is bad. I mean, is it Rocky Band? I don't know if it's Rocky Band. It's definitely Pirate White Sox territory. I mean, they don't want to pay somebody. All right, you didn't want Burns. You got nothing. You could have traded last year. There is no guarantee you're going to be as good as last year. And how you see the team this year. Like he says, going back to the Twins. I know Logan Allen's a truck, but after breaking a 14, 15-game win streak, I can see Twins dropping a few. Yeah, but to me, the Cleveland team, and this is, I say this every year about Cleveland, where's the offense coming from? It's Jose Ramirez. And the Twins, again, even after winning 12, 13 in a row, they're still, 5 back of Detroit? And I don't even like the Twins. I have a Twins under. I need Twins losses. I need a 6-game losing streak. But this spot here, I'm going to grab them. But I understand that feeling. It's like, no way they can lose. The streak breaks, and then now they're even back home after a road trip, so it's even worse. It's like doubled up against me. But I'm going to take a shot on them because I think they are just playing that good right now, even off a loss. You don't go 12-1 playing fluky ball. So the wind blowing in. Let me tell you something. The other day, someone came in here. Gary was like, "Hey, look at this. Wind's blowing out in San Fran." I ended up doing a couple player props in that game for myself, thinking, "Oh wow, wind's blowing out there. It'll be good quality." A bunch of losers. The game was 1-0. I'd wait. I'd wait till it gets a little closer to. If you're going to bet on the weather, David's in the house. You got a 5-teamer here. The O's. Mets, O's and Mets. I think the Orioles finally win a game. 6 straight losses. Tampa, all right. Kansas City, Bubik, Cleveland. All right. This will be a great payday for you, David. This one hits. I mean, it's not a nice 5-teamer. It's a great one if it hits. I mean, you got 2 dogs. You're laying a run. Going to be making plus money on the back end of that one. Definitely on Square Day Major League Baseball with Squares Cash too. Thank you for the show. You're welcome. It could be a square day, and let's be honest. When you have the Dodgers, and then yes, they've lost 3 in a row, but they're still got 29 wins. People are going to bet them a lot. People are going to bet the Yankees a lot, although they're off today. The Mets are in action. Seattle's been excellent, and again, you have. I don't want to say it's like college basketball, but we got teams like the White Sox. I'm going to put the Orioles in there because they only have 15 wins, 16 wins, whatever they have. They're right up there with the Pirates. I mean, Pirates have 15 wins. The Orioles have 15 wins. The Marlins are not playing today. What do they have, 16 wins? White Sox, 14 wins? There's some bad teams. So, yeah, Marlins have 18 wins, by the way. So you want to take the Brewers, Seattle? I mean, listen, you go Red Seattle Brewers on moneyline parlay against 3 to 4 worst teams in baseball. You don't want to lay juice. I mean, at least the Reds and Brewers are lower numbers. Storm to win, Storm under. That is the second one I think I saw this one. Maybe it was you who put this in here. Someone else said the same thing with the Storm. Tampa with Peepo. I like Peepo, sure. Giants under, yes. Tigers today, bullpen day. Montero starting in Sonny Gray. Phillies run line, minus 160. Dodgers over, I can get behind, and the Angels over versus the A's. I could probably see that happening as well. Do I like the A's today, Markel? Nah, I got no real opinion on that game. Here's the spot. The A's are favored, and they've dropped 5 in a row. I can't put money on a team that's lost 5 straight. And the Angels have won 3 straight. What is it? Oh, they're going to let down. They just beat the Dodgers. They swept the Dodgers. Well, I'm sure people said that yesterday after they won 2 in a row. I'm sure they said that after they won the first game. I can't bet on a team that's dropped 5 straight, and they're favored. No, thank you. I want to take the Diamondbacks first 5. I can do that. P. Fatty. Knack is terrible. He's a what is he? When you say he's a truck, is he a garbage truck with his 5.90 ERA? and his 150 whip. Is that what you mean by a truck? Because he's bad. A 7 ERA at home in 2 starts. 11 hits, 9 innings, 7 runs, 2 homers. He strikes guys out. It's fine. Opposing teams hitting 297. 11 hits in 9 innings, plus 3 walks. 14 base runners in 9 innings. Not going to win you many games. And in case you didn't know, Arizona could hit too, Mike. The Reds. Why not with Reds? I don't know. I like the Reds today. I like Lodolo. I will do a Reds. The Reds have a short number. I will do the Reds. I was saying from a because I don't like the parlays, Jason. So I was saying if you go Reds, Seattle, and Brewers against the Orioles, White Sox, and Pirates, who have 15, 15, and 14 wins or whatever, I could see a 3-teamer there. But I was saying, because Seattle's laying a bigger number. They're on the road because the White Sox get absolutely zero respect. But I like the Reds. I mean, I have the Reds here in the chat. Let's, I'll put them back in the chat for everybody to see what we got in the game. We're going to wrap this up in a second. But here you go. Reds are the first one on the board today. Reds, Twins, Orioles over. St. Louis run line. Giants under. Arizona underdog today. I mean, I lean the Twins. Cleveland sneaky. I like the Twins. You just saw me put it up there. I'm with you on both dog spreads in the NBA, at least first 2. Again, I think if they lose today, will I come back with them in game 2 to 2 dogs? Yes. You have to win a game on the road to win a series. So if I'm not winning, can I get a cover? I don't think these can be blowout games. Can they easily be blowout games? Yeah. And I'm like, whatever. Well, it lost. I'll move on to the next day. Pacers in 6, T-Wolves in 7. He's got the lock emoji out. The lock emoji out, David. And here comes the pen. Lock emoji. Just strictly for the lock emoji. I got to bring it out. And it's not like I don't even not like these. I like the Pacers. I think the Pacers have zero. Out of all the teams, they have zero respect, and no one's giving them any kind of shot. Yes, subtracting teams. Marlins. Well, I mean, you don't have Tampa Bay in this one. They should be gone too. The Angels, yes. Colorado, yes. The Rays and the Pirates have to go. There you go. Both of those teams out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be the last team to go. We need one more team out of there. Rays, Marlins, no team down there. Colorado's got to go. You don't have the A's in here. We got to get rid of the A's. That'll be your 6th team. Vegas A's, goodbye. One of the Markel's in the house saying, I feel you. WNBA, the summer stinks for sports. NBA and NFL players coming to an end. It's baseball. Renegade football. We'll be all right with baseball, Michael. Stop it. Brandon's in the house. I'm well. Have a good weekend. The Astros. I had a good weekend. Nice family time. The Stros. When are they in action? Tomorrow? I got to hit a Stros game. I have not gone. Actually, they're in Tampa Bay against Littell tomorrow. I'll probably be looking at Tampa Bay. There's Picks and Parlays again. Give it a follow. I do a free pick video on there daily. There's Sean Higgs. I do the Sean Shorties. You don't want to miss out on the Sean Shorties. Winners and whiners announced. Dave Delano, Scott Reichel doing the free picks over there. Mitty got a lot of MIA movies. Got a lot of Miami love versus the Cubbies thoughts. So I'm like, MIA movies. What are we talking? I thought we were talking. Like, what are we doing? Who is loving Miami with Cabrera? Again, Cubs have won 3 in a row. Do I want to lay this number on the road here with the Cubbies? No, thank you. 170, probably an over. I do an over first there, Mitty. Marlins pitching staff is bad, and they somehow score runs. Ryan Pro for the Stros. No, I think Tampa Bay gets them tomorrow. A's are a classic team. Can't tell the history of baseball without them. We just need to get rid of John Fisher. Doesn't make a difference. They're a classic team. Who cares? They've done nothing. Goodbye. We got to get rid of 6 teams. They're playing Tampa Bay. Yes, they are. Mr. Gordon's on the hill today against Peepo. I like Peepo today, Tampa Bay. I like Peepo today. I like Littell tomorrow. The Astros, the pitching's so-so. I thought it'd be a little better. I want to look to unders every game, especially in Houston with the Astros. The lineup is bad. You know this, Brandon. When at home, they're the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, that's what they were. I mean, so many good hitters. I said early on, last place O's. The pitching is woeful. White Sox or Diamondbacks before the A's. Listen, you don't get rid of the White Sox, I'm not going to blame you. Diamondbacks at least have some good players. I mean, the A's have been irrelevant. I mean, come on. I'm saying get rid of the A's because no one wants to fund the stadium, and who even knows if they're going to make it to Vegas. I'm going to get out of here. The Reds, minus 115. The Twins, minus 135. Orioles, over the 9. St. Louis, run line, plus 135. Giants, under 7.5. Arizona, plus the 125. Wolves and Pacers in the NBA. The O's could go all that talent. 12 of them overall picks, they still stink. It's the pick you need. Again, we can have a whole discussion on these hitters wanting just to hit home runs and launch angle BS crap. It's terrible. It's ruining the game. Ruining the game. Ely De La Cruz is going to have more strikeouts in 3 years than Tony Gwynn did in 15. It's terrible. Terrible. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.